How badly can a car dealership rip you off? That's what we're going to find out. Welcome to Car Help Corner. Now, recently I contacted and visited 5 different Toyota dealerships to get pricing for a brand new Toyota Highlander. And I got 5 completely different results and wildly different prices from each dealership. These visits were part of a mystery shopping investigation where I visited 60 new car dealerships across the country, trying to buy a car and doing research for a consumer protection project just to see what kinds of things dealers are doing to consumers, and the results were not good. I'll share a link to another video where I share some stories about how some of those dealer visits went. But for this video, we're going to focus on a few Toyota dealerships that we visited to get pricing for a new Highlander. And as mentioned, the prices were all over the place. Let's begin with the first dealer visit, which was by far the worst one of all. So these were all Toyota dealers in the Greater Toronto area of Ontario. The first dealership we visited was for a Highlander Hybrid XLE. So this is the advertisement that was on the dealership's website. And after going back and forth with the dealer, we were able to get a quote that looked just like this. Now, if we look at the price breakdown, we can see the price of the vehicle is $54,835. But below that, we have various dealer add-ons, including window tint for $699, paint protection film for $850, a cargo liner for $395, and then on the second page, we have an extended warranty plan for $2,039. We have an administration fee for $1,000, ceramic paint coating for $2,000, rust protection for almost $1,900, and a vehicle tracker for $1,300. Altogether, just over $9,000 in total add-ons. Now, when I spoke to the sales manager about all these different add-ons, he said that all of them were mandatory, pre-installed on the vehicle, which hadn't even arrived at the dealer yet. It was in transit, scheduled to arrive within a couple of weeks. The only product that the manager was willing to remove was the extended warranty for just over $2,000. Which means that the car still would have had just over $7,000 in add-ons added to the vehicle, all of which were mandatory, and the dealership said you had to pay for if you want to buy that vehicle. Now, obviously, that's pretty terrible, and just about everything to do with this visit went horribly wrong. When we initially visited the dealership, the sales rep was being incredibly difficult when it came to providing a price. We went back and forth, trying to get a price breakdown, and all the sales rep was willing to give us initially was showing us a price from the Toyota website that was completely different from the price quote, or just trying to give us different monthly payment options, which is not what we wanted. It took a lot of back and forth and a lot of pushing in order to get this quote from the manager, probably almost 2 hours worth of work. So just an exhausting process. And in the end, we were left with a price that was way, way higher than what any consumer should be paying for this vehicle. So not good. Now let's move on to our second Toyota dealership visit. Now again, this is for a Toyota Highlander Hybrid, this time for the Hybrid Limited. Now, after visiting the dealership, again, we were eventually able to get a price. However, it was not the same kind of price quote as the first dealership. This one was written by hand by the salesperson, and it does not have a breakdown of all the fees and charges, just a total amount including tax, which was $77,897 plus licensing. But we were able to know what was included in this price because on the vehicle itself that was sitting in the showroom, there was a sticker which had a breakdown of all the products that were pre-installed on the vehicle, including rust protection for $1,500, paint protection for $800, window tinting for $900, leather protection for $800, and hood tape for $900. So around $5,000 worth of products, which came to a total price of $68,935 plus tax and licensing. And again, when we asked the salesperson about all these different products, the sales rep said that all of them are mandatory, they're pre-installed on the vehicle, and you have to pay for them if you want the vehicle. Again, another example of tied selling, where you have to pay for products that are tied to the price of the vehicle if you want to buy it. And I'm also going to add that every single vehicle that was sitting inside this Toyota showroom had a sticker just like this, with all the different products that were automatically installed or had to be paid for in order to purchase the vehicle. And the part of this that I found the most outrageous was not the fact that all of these products were mandatory, was that some of them, which included leather protection, didn't even have real leather inside the vehicle. Many Toyotas have what's called Softex, which is a sort of fake synthetic leather, and some models also have fabric seating. And regardless of what kind of upholstery was inside the vehicle, every single one of them had the same sticker with the leather protection on it. Just absolutely ridiculous. So that's 2 Toyota dealerships down, 3 more to go. So let's move on to Toyota dealer number 3, which again was not a very good one. So for Toyota dealer 3, we were shopping a Highlander Platinum, top of the line model. And this was the only dealership of all the visits where the salesperson absolutely refused to provide any kind of price quote. When asking over and over again and pushing, the only thing they were willing to show us was the pricing on the computer screen, which we were not allowed to take a picture of. He would not print a copy for us or email us a copy, absolutely nothing. Pretty much zero transparency whatsoever. We tried as hard as we could to leave with some kind of a price, but the dealer just was not having it. So we did have to leave empty-handed. But fortunately later on, when I visited the dealer website, I was able to take a look at the vehicle listed on the website, and after doing quite a bit of digging, I was able to find some very small fine print which did disclose all of the fees and charges that were in the price. And as we can see, these include something that's called Automate for $1,300. We have an administration fee for $1,000, hood tape for $550, and window tinting for $500. So altogether, $2,300 in mandatory products plus a $1,000 administration fee. So not as many add-ons or not as expensive as the other 2 dealer visits, but still not good. No consumer should be forced to pay for products that they don't want. This is called tied selling. It's absolutely illegal, and clearly there are far too many dealerships that are using this sales tactic. Now, let's move on to Toyota dealer number 4. So dealer number 4 was again for a Highlander hybrid, this one an XLE model. And overall, I have to say that this dealership was nowhere near as bad as the others. We asked for a price quote. The sales rep printed one basically right away, and no need to go to the sales manager. They were willing to provide it without question. And if we look at the price breakdown, we can see the MSRP of the vehicle, the mandatory fees like freight and PDI, and we do have a few add-ons, but they're not outrageous. These include a security registration, which is just an anti-theft product for $599, an admin fee for $400, and there was an extended warranty for $2,594. Now, I don't like how the extended warranty was automatically included on the quote without even asking for it, but fortunately the sales rep did say that it could be removed if we did not want it, which means that the only add-on on this quote was the anti-theft for $599. Now, when we asked whether we could remove the anti-theft and negotiate the price and pay a lower price, the sales rep said that's not possible. This is the price, take it or leave it. There's basically no negotiating. So that part, of course, is not good. But at least this price did not have thousands and thousands of dollars worth of unnecessary products that we did not ask for. And again, at least the dealership was willing to provide a quote without giving us a lot of hassle. So the best one of the visit so far, but still nowhere near as good as it should be. None of this is the way buying a car should be, in fact. This should be a far more straightforward process. And I'm going to show you an example of what a proper dealer price quote should look like, only with the mandatory fees, and what the buying experience should be like. So let's take a look at dealer number 5. So for dealer number 5, this particular dealer was not part of the mystery shopping investigation. I just want to include it to show you what a proper buying experience should be like. Now, this is a price quote, again, from a Toronto downtown Toyota dealership, and we can see that in the price quote, the price only includes the mandatory fees that we need to pay. So we have the vehicle's MSRP, again, a Toyota Highlander Hybrid XLE. We have the mandatory freight and PDI. We have a few small government fees, which altogether are less than $200. And we have our sales tax. There's no administration fee, no dock fee, no add-ons, no products, none of that. Just the essential mandatory fees and nothing else. This is exactly what a price quote should look like. This particular Toyota dealership is one that we work with through our organization with our car buying service, where we can pre-negotiate prices for consumers, put the deal together, and try and get you the best deal possible. This is something that we offer to consumers in Ontario. So if you buy a car through us, through this particular dealership, you're only going to pay the mandatory fees, no unnecessary dealer fees, no junk fees, no add-ons, and on top of that, you will get an additional dealer discount. The discount is going to vary from model to model depending on how difficult it is to get, but you can save around at least $1,000 to $2,000 on a vehicle like this. And when you add up all the money you're going to save by not having to pay any unnecessary fees or products, well, that can add up to thousands of dollars in real world savings. So what this all goes to show is that the car buying experience can vary widely from dealer to dealer, from absolutely outrageous price gouging, ripping you off, to actually somewhat sensible, reasonable, and professional, the way buying a car should be. And as a consumer, it's extremely difficult to navigate the whole process, shop around, and know whether you're paying a fair price. It is not an easy process. Now, as a consumer, there are a few things you can do that you should be doing that can make this a lot more straightforward. Number 1, make sure you do your due diligence. You should absolutely be shopping around, visiting a few different dealerships, get an out the door price, and make sure that you are not paying for any add-ons or any unnecessary fees. If one dealership is not giving you the price that you should be paying for, move on to the next dealership. Now, this is not the way it should be. It should be a lot easier than this, which is why we also need to have consumer protection to be on top of dealerships so that they're not doing these things in the first place. If there are no rules, if dealers are allowed to do whatever they want, well, eventually we're going to get to a place where every single dealership is breaking the rules, taking advantage of consumers, and there are not going to be any good dealerships that you can go shopping at. And we're slowly getting to that point, which is why consumer protection is so important. So if you encounter a dealer that's breaking the rules, they're charging a price that's higher than the advertised price, they're trying to charge junk fees, or they're using tide selling, where they're forcing you to pay for products that you don't want, and they're not being transparent with you or disclosing important information to you. You have to try to report that dealership to the proper authorities. In Ontario, the regulator of dealerships is OMVIC, and in Alberta, it's AMVIC. In British Columbia, it's the VSA. In Quebec, it's OPC. If you live in the United States, the authorities that you can contact are the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, which will investigate and potentially crack down on dishonest dealerships and discipline them as necessary, which is what we need to see. Dealerships need to face consequences for breaking the rules, taking advantage of consumers, and creating an unfair, unprofessional marketplace. And regulators need to step up and use the proper disciplinary action. Otherwise, nothing is going to get better. Now, in the future, there will be more videos covering this mystery shopping investigation that I did. Again, going through 60 different dealerships, including a full report, which will be published in the near future. In the meantime, if you need any car buying support with buying a car, getting a great deal, and want a professional to negotiate the deal for you, or you just need some professional car buying advice, make sure to visit carhelpcanada.com, where you can get all the support you need. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.